Hi, Gemini. This is Jeffrey. This is Right Color, and this is your three-card weekly reading for the last week in January, the 24th through the 31st. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I'm offering 30-minute readings for $30, and all the information is below. And I'm going to shuffle a little bit more because I like to shuffle. I shuffle a lot between readings, but then I always feel like, oh, you haven't seen me shuffle. Okay, not that I whatever. Wow, interesting reading. Okay. Okay, Gemini, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The whole reading really is about a new perspective. It's really about a new perspective. This is inspiration, but it's also moderation. It's also balance. It's about seeing things from two different angles. I mean, especially with these two coming together. This is a fascinating card. This is about self-sacrifice. This is Odin, who puts himself on the tree of life, and he has prophecy. And what Odin does is, Odin is the father of Thor. He has prophecy, which is not something that a man usually has in that culture, right? So he gouges out his eye. This is the legend, and he hangs himself on the tree. And this helps him to see things from a completely different angle, and to gain knowledge of the other realms. And there's this one point in the story where he sends his love out to all the realms. It's very powerful, very powerful. So this card is interesting too. This is about, I know I'm going backwards, but this card, well, it makes sense for this reading in a way. This is about charity, but it's also about giving and receiving. So, the interesting thing in this little triangle is who's giving and who's receiving. It's obvious, like, this guy has some money and he's giving it to people who are, destitute on the street. But he's getting a lot from it. And this one is really offering service by accepting help. So this is really about being in the flow of giving and receiving. Even his story, he gave his eye, and then he receives a new perspective. So I think this is about seeing your place in society as being in the flow. It's almost like being between the twins, right? Not that I think, because Gemini has that duality factor to it. And I think what I'm saying, in a way, is to be in the middle. Be neither one of the twins. Because, not that I'm, be in the middle. So there might be some instance of somebody offering something to you, and maybe in the past you were like, oh, I'm good. Sometimes receiving a gift, you're really doing it for the person who's giving it to you, right? Somebody makes like these lousy cookies, And you're like, oh God, they're like cardboard. But they did it out of the goodness of their heart. So you just take it and say thank you, right? You know somebody who loves shitty cookies. And you call them up and go, oh my God, I have the most delicious cookies. And they're like, oh, thank you. It's a little bit like that. Okay. Being in the flow means that you're part of the whole thing. And the cookies were a great example. I can't beat that one. The cardboard cookies. Mm. Even if they're dipped in chocolate, they still taste like cardboard. They taste like cardboard with chocolate. Thanks, great Aunt Ida. I'm sorry. There's something to be found in the gray. There's something to be found in maybe seeing things from somebody else's perspective. There's something there. There's whenever the angels show up, there are like 3 cards where the angels show up, and this is one of them. So when this shows up, I feel like there's a grace to this experience. There's a grace, a healing. So, look, you're my 7th sign that I'm reading this time. I always read them in a different order. This has been like the softest reading I've had. So, be grateful for that, because the 6 beforehand have been much more volatile. So be grateful for that. It's almost like put yourself in somebody else's shoes. It's like put yourself in somebody else's shoes to gain knowledge, to gain an understanding of a bigger picture. That is what the week is for you. It's not going to be a hard lesson. It's going to be full of grace, actually. So there you go, Gemini. Blessings. If you'd like a one-on-one, all the information is below. All right. See you soon.